Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Top Rope Renegades. I'm Kurt. That's RK. And I almost forgot all about AEW Forbidden Door predictions until RK texted me and said, "You're going to really like this video." And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. So we're here to do the AEW Forbidden Door predictions. How are you doing, RK?
Good, man. How are you?
Weird because it's a Saturday night and I'm not still stuck at a racetrack because of the weather. It rained out.
Yeah, well, I just like all our listeners and watchers, and we love you all. Um, Kurt would rather be playing a video game right now than talking to you guys, so he's probably gonna just phone it in here.
See, you're making a joke, but I have all the power where I honestly can just hit end recording and shut this laptop and not care and give a single solitary fuck about it at all. But I
Might be the
care.
last episode, people.
But I care. And we're here. And we're ready for are we really ready for AEW Forbidden Door?
Well, there's 14 matches. It starts at 4 my time, so it'll probably be done by midnight. So 8 hour show tomorrow. 8 hour show.
Yeah, but that's saying you were gonna work. I have to be at a racetrack at noon. No, 11 my time.
Well, no, I haven't fully decided if I'm going to work yet or not. It is kind of my choice. That's the
I don't.
perks of
I
being
don't
your own
have the
boss.
choice. I don't have the choice. I have to be there. And we are starting things off at 11 o'clock tomorrow. I can't wait. Um, well, let's do the pre-show stuff. We'll go back and forth. There's really never been a punishment for our predictions. We just kind of just go with it. Um, maybe now with your newfound abilities, you can find a way to make something cool for, I don't know, our predictions. We haven't done anything for any of the predictions we've done, or a winner or a loser. So I don't know if you can think of something, or what do you think?
Oh, maybe I'll just feel like playing a video game instead.
Okay, like seriously, I will turn this off
I'm just kidding. Calm the fuck down. Why are you so grumpy?
because I want to be playing a video game. Obviously,
Well, no, there's something else. What's going on, Kurt?
I think I'm tired. I do think I'm tired.
You're always
Oh,
tired, though.
I
I
am
don't
always
know.
tired.
I think
Um,
Kurt needs to get laid. What?
I think we found the source to all the problems. um, let's we got to do two pre-show matches here. Maybe it's just that if you watched our last episode, episode number 12 of the This Week in Wrestling podcast, this was the same amount of energy I had for talking about AEW Dynamite. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't looking forward to it, and apparently there's people that are saying it was the best AEW Dynamite they've had in a long time, and I didn't see that.
Who the fuck said that?
I saw it on Twitter. They're like, it was great. Over the course of Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision this week, 18 storylines have been progressed. And I'm like, where? Where have these storylines been progressed to? Someone please explain them and find them to me. Let's talk about the first match here. A pre-show match. Chris Statlander and Momo Watanabe versus Willow Nightingale and Tam Nakano. What do you got, RK? What do you think? I'm looking at it more of a Chris versus Willow thing, but
Yeah, that's kind of what I was just gonna say, and I think that feud's gonna go on for a bit. I think Chris comes out with the win here.
I agree with you because I think Willow versus Chris will probably happen at Wembley,
Yeah, that
and
would make sense.
that'll be the finish of it, and they'll give Willow the big win in Wembley, maybe. Chris and her team, both of us taking Chris and Momo Watanabe. I'm probably totally butchering that. This is a pre-show match as well. People were actually giving this a lot of flack that this is the pre-show match, and I guess the Learning Tree match isn't. This is Lig Los Engan Gob
In go, I don't know. LIG.
Lig Lig De Japón. Yoda Tazui, Titan, and Hiromu Takahashi taking on the Lucha Brothers of Pinta El Zero Miedo, Ray Phoenix, and Mystico. And I'm pretty sure Mystico used to be Sin Cara, correct?
Sin. See, he
Yeah,
was either the original Sin Cara or Sin Cara 2. He was one of the two.
Mystico's one of those. Who do you got in this one?
See, this one, I mean,
It's interesting.
I see I see the Lucha Bros and Mystico taking this one.
I
Actually, honestly, I'm gonna maybe stick to a theme here and just have AEW burying everything that's not AEW.
I'm gonna take LIG because elsewhere on the card I don't see where New Japan guys or CML guys are gonna get wins. So I'll take LIG on the pre-show, mind you.
Yeah,
But
it's a there's actually 3 pre-show matches. You
yep,
said 2 earlier,
my
but
bad. I hate how Bleacher Report has set this up. They had the pre-show match in front of each one until they got to this one, which is the Owen Hart Cup tournament first round match between Mariah May and Soraya. What do you think on this?
okay, I just lied to you. There is
I have 3 on the Bleacher Report thing.
I have 4.
AW,
I
what's
have
the other?
4
Go well.
on
Let's
the
answer this
actual
one.
like match card that was released by AEW.
All right.
The 4th one is the 4-way tag team match. Nonetheless,
Mariah May, Soraya. What do you got on this one? I need to pull this up.
I'm gonna see Soraya taking the win here. I, I
This is the
think
oh.
Tony's gonna be disappointed in Mariah with the
This is.
loss. It'll create some more what?
I was just trying to reiterate. This is the Owen Hart Cup tournament match.
Yeah,
The winner of
I know.
this tournament gets a shot at the title.
Yeah, not ready
Okay.
yet. Still
Okay.
taking Soraya. I'm allowed to take who I want.
I know. I just wanted to reiterate it because I just think that's
I'm looking
wrong.
at it right here. It says Owen Hart. Yeah, you can say it's wrong. What happens if I'm right?
You're not. You're wrong.
Uh,
You're wrong because I'm going with. I see the 4-way tag match now. By the way, because I went to actual AEW's website instead of Bleacher Report. I'm gonna go with Mariah May because I think the culmination is gonna be Mariah May winning this tournament.
no,
I think
no,
Mariah May is gonna
Soraya.
win. I would like to see Soraya win, but I think Mariah May is gonna take this one. But we'll see. We'll see. Uh, the match that you just informed me of, the 4-way tag team match. Jesus Christ, man!
What?
They just randomly just said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna throw this one on the pre-show," didn't
Pretty much. I mean, you
they?
got House of Black versus the Stone Pitbull and Kyle O'Reilly versus Gabe Kidd and Roderick Strong. Um, versus House. I don't even know what the fuck this is about.
Thank you. See, that's why I just kind of giggled and threw my phone down.
Why is Gabe Kidd teaming with Roderick
Weren't
Strong?
they just arguing with each other on Dynamite?
I don't fucking know what's going on here. House of Black. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna go Ishii and Kyle O'Reilly.
Actually, no. If I actually take a good look at the card, I just think it's going to be Gabe Kidd and Roderick Strong, but then
But
something
they
after
were
the match.
but they
I
were
know. I don't know.
beefing.
It's AEW. It's not supposed to make sense.
Oh, it all makes zero sense. But let's get into the main card that makes all the sense in the world. Let's start things off with the trios match between Samoa Joe, Hook, I can never say his name right, Katsuri Shibata, um, against Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and replacing the injured Brian Keith will be Jeff Cobb. What do you got in this one?
This one is interesting because I don't know how Suzuki plays into this, but
Post
it
match
is a
angle?
forbidden. What
Maybe?
angle?
Post match angle?
Well, yeah, but it's Forbidden Door, and this would be the perfect time to have Suzuki and Jericho wrestling, unless they make a impromptu match after the match, which would also be just making this show way longer than it needs to be. Uh,
Don't give him any
I,
ideas.
I don't know. I think Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata take this match if it happens the way, if it's just a match. If Suzuki's involved in there somehow, I mean, they still take it, but I don't know. It's again fucking weird. I don't understand why they would bring Suzuki up like that and then not have him involved, or they're I don't fucking know. Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata.
Yeah, you've now got me questioning everything too because you're right. Having Suzuki pop up on the screen at Dynamite seems like it doesn't make any sense right now.
Unless,
Um,
yeah, like
but once again, you just said it. It's AEW now. Everything makes sense. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata, and just say something's gonna happen with Suzuki. Maybe we're probably both wrong, and Suzuki isn't even gonna be there.
if he's not there, then that makes just
It makes sense, actually.
it's Forbidden Door. It's you're supposed to
uh,
have New Japan's top stars and CMLL's top. I don't know how does this fucking work anymore. I thought this was between New Japan and AEW, but you also got a lot of CMLL shit going on here too.
and Stardom as well.
Yeah.
Ah,
Anyways,
man, here's what I want to say before we continue. The matches are probably gonna be bangers. There's probably gonna be really good matches here, but uh,
I
man,
mean, isn't that AEW's motto though? Hey, we have banner matches, but make
it,
fucking sense of it.
you're not wrong. It truly is. What do we got? The trios match next is the Hiroshi Tanahashi and the Acclaimed taking on the Elite, Kazuchika Okada and the Young Bucks.
I am actually quite stoked for this match. Tanahashi is obviously a legend of the game.
Mhm.
Also president of New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's actually kind of cool that they got like the EVPs and Okada versus the president and well the acclaim. I'm not trying to knock this match down. I'm actually kind of pumped for this
Mhm.
match. I'm just trying to figure out how the acclaim fit into all. I guess because they're
Uh,
feuding with the Bucks, but
yeah.
nonetheless, I was trying to make some kind of connection between. Then I realized the acclaimed aren't really anybody's outside of just being cool fucking wrestlers. But
Yeah.
uh,
There you go. All
they,
right.
nonetheless, I'm taking. Oh man, this one's actually tough. I think they give this to Tanahashi and the acclaimed.
You're going against what you said. You want AEW to just bury everybody else.
Well, this is mostly AEW with one New Japan guy
That I
next to
was
the
gonna
middle of
mention
it.
that. I was gonna mention that at some point. Is that really when you look at the card, it's like, okay, is it really much of a forbidden door? Because you're just blowing off feuds while mixing in New Japan guys, but the feuds are just between your AEW people, like the Shibata Hook and Joe thing. Is Shibata technically an AEW guy now?
He has been for I would call him an AEW guy
So then
now.
they
He's
just
been there
threw
forever.
Cobb in. Okay, I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the Elite. I'll take the Elite. They got to keep some sort of momentum going for them. I will say when I'm also excited for this match when we get the Tanahashi Okada stare down.
That'll be cool.
That's gonna be really cool.
That'll be
The
cool.
the years that they've went at it in New Japan, and then just boom right here. Men's tournament quarterfinal of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament up next. Brian Danielson taking on Shingo Takagi. This match
Um,
is gonna be fun.
yes, I am actually pumped for this match, even though Brian Danielson's style has pissed me off lately. Takagi is quickly being one of my favorite New Japan Pro wrestlers ever. And man, this is gonna be a banner match. Brian Danielson takes it home though because it's the Owen Hart Foundation tournament thing. I mean, why would you give it to New Japan? But
Right.
only AEW goes over to New Japan and steals all their shit.
I'm also taking Brian Danielson, and maybe next week when we do the podcast, we talk about the bracket itself for the Owen Hart after we get through Forbidden Door here and see who the hell we think's going to end up winning it. Because we did it off of the podcast, we just talked about it. I think it's setting up for Brian Danielson to win the whole damn thing because this is being billed as his final full time year.
The
He
winner gets what again? A shot at the title?
the AEW World Championship at Wembley Stadium.
But
I almost I almost feel like
isn't it Will Ospreay versus Daniel Garcia for the world title at Wembley?
no, that was next week on Dynamite.
Oh,
It,
thank God.
MJF was pitching the match at All in Wembley, which blows my fucking
Against
mind.
Daniel Garcia.
Blows
Okay.
my
I
fucking. You're
knew
gonna
there
get
was
me going.
something
You're
wrong.
gonna get me
Yeah.
going again. Let's calm down.
Well, that's the whole point of getting you going again. Your energy has been rising slowly because at the beginning I wanted to murder you, but anyways, unless Can we say that on? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
I think what people say nowadays are unalive.
Yo, get fucked.
I'm so
No,
serious. I'm so
I know.
serious.
I've seen it on TikTok. First time I saw it on TikTok, I was like, "What the fuck?" And the worst part is, you can hear the video saying "killed" or "murdered," and then the voiceover is "unalived," and you're like, "That this is
Hey,
stupid."
before we go to the next match, I'm scrolling. Are you also on All Elite Wrestling's website?
Well, no, I just have the match card poster. Why? What's up?
Because for some reason, on this is the official All Elite Wrestling Forbidden Door, like the website from them.
Yeah,
I don't see MJF versus Hechicero.
I have it here.
Okay, let's do that one real quick because it's not on my
Yep.
list. MJF Hechicero crossover match. I think we're both gonna probably have the same answer here.
This is gonna be a cool match because Hechicero is actually a pretty damn good fucking wrestler.
From what I've heard,
We watched him in the that Gauntlet Casino Turmoil match that Will Ospreay won to get the.
you watched it.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right. You walked away because like, what the fuck is this? Is stupid. Or no, you were dealing with a dog or something.
Yeah, dealing with some dog issues. And then I come back and you're like, bro,
Yeah, you
you.
dismissed. Which I think
Uh,
Meltzer gave that match like a 4.75 or even a 5, I think maybe. But
no,
anyways,
maybe I
nonetheless, it
do
was
recall a little bit of Hechicero. Bigger guy,
he
kind of
was
moves
in
really
that
quick.
match. He's good. I liked what I saw in that match. The only match I've seen him in, but he looked good in that match. So I'm kind of pumped for this match. MJF. Uh
First pay per view back.
To- Tony's not that dumb.
I'm going with MJF as well. You would hope that Tony is not that dumb to hand a loss to MJF on his first pay per view back after being injured. But yeah, I hope it's a good
Fuck
match.
you. You know what? Fuck you. I'm going back. I'm taking Mariah May in that match. Fuck you. I hate you. Anyways,
What?
continue on.
Wait,
I'm just looking at
why?
the card and I'm just like, fuck, you're probably right.
All right. Both of us going from Mariah May. Up next, let's just get this one out the way. Orange
No,
Cassidy taking
no,
on Zack
no,
Saber
no,
Jr. Who do you
no.
have and why?
I decline to comment.
Got to
What do
pick
you what do you
one.
guys plead? What do you guys plead in the states that gets you out of
The
shit?
the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
Got to pick one though.
Fuck, Orange Cassidy.
Just to be different, I'll pick Zack Saber Jr. I don't want him to win, but a part of me feels like they're gonna have to give a win to these New Japan guys.
I'm gonna
Um,
give this match a shot, but I swear to God, after the first 5 minutes, if
let's
I
let's go into it tomorrow with open minds. We'll go to watch it and we're like, you know what, this is gonna be a banger. And then 2 minutes in, RK is gonna throw something at the TV. I'm interested. Let me be real here. I'm interested to see how Orange Cassidy's style goes against Zack Sabre Jr.'s. Because Orange Cassidy doesn't do that holds and tech. That's not OC. So I'm intrigued
neither
to
does
see.
well Brian
I know what
Denton.
you're about to say, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Zack Sabre Jr. just because they got to give a win to some of these New Japan guys, and there's not many of them. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Oh no, we're not there yet. The TNT Championship ladder match. It is Mark Briscoe, Konosuke Takeshita, Jack Perry, Leo Rush, El Phantasmo, and Dante Martin. What do you think about the TNT ladder match? Winner will be the TNT champion.
Okay, if there's one thing AEW does really fucking well is these gimmick matches.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be probably one of the best matches on the card. I mean, you got Takeshita, absolute
Mhm.
amazing wrestler. Briscoe, who you guaranteed he's fucking doing something stupid. Dante Martin, the dude can fly. He's flying off the top of a 20-foot ladder. I'm sure of it. Leo Rush, like he's
Similar.
gonna do some crazy ass shit. El Phantasmo is gonna do some crazy ass shit. The only person that I don't give a fuck about in this match is Jack Perry. He's a bitch, and he's probably gonna win.
You're taking Jack Perry.
Yeah.
I'm taking Jack Perry too. I wanted to ask, do you think Leo Rush hits that Blackheart gimmick he's been doing?
I don't know how it would work in a ladder match, like a big match like this, if it would come off as being cool or not cool. I mean, it is cool. It's a cool fucking gimmick.
Right.
It's probably one
If
of
it
the
would
coolest
work.
gimmicks in wrestling. But I don't know if it would work well because it's just too much chaos going on, and that's more of a, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe he gets knocked out early, he crawls on the ring, comes back out, and he's just ah.
Well, we're both gonna go with Jack Perry
Actually,
on this
here
one.
the news are out. Leo Rush, he's actually going to be appearing a lot more on AEW television moving
I
forward.
hope he gets a
They've
push. I think
apparently they've been apparently signed him to some
push.
kind of deal to get him on TV more often or something.
I like Leo Rush. I've always liked Leo Rush, honestly, even when he was in WWE. He was Bobby Lashley's manager for a minute. This may have been before you came back.
What, when he was like 17? Like the dude's tiny and a kid.
Just because he's tiny
Actually,
doesn't mean he's not older.
well, yeah,
uh,
but this would have been like what, 8 years ago?
yeah, he's been around. He's been around.
I don't know. He's
Um, what do
anyways.
we
He
got?
doesn't look like he's old, but I think he is old. How
Just
old is he?
just to double check with you, I have 4 matches left to talk about. Is that correct?
Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about it.
Leo Rush
Title.
is only 29, so I'm not too fucking far off.
Yeah, okay. So he was young.
He was like 20 when he was
He
fucking
was
managing for Bobby.
definitely Bobby's manager. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. And
That's fucking weird, but
up next, title for title, it is the TBS champion Mercedes Moné going up against the New Japan Strong Women's champion Stephanie Vacour. Who do you have to take all the gold and why?
why? Is that it's not even a question. It's Mercedes Monet is winning this match because this is the bullshit that I'm pissed off about AEW doing right now. They didn't need to make this a title for title match. This is just a pure 100% burying of another company's talent. Um,
Yeah,
I, I don't like it. I don't like it. They could have just made it for the TBS championship and then have Mercedes win, and it wouldn't have looked as bad as this is going to look.
yeah, I agree. Mercedes is gonna win. I At the end of the day, it sucks but the New Japan Strong Women's Championship, from everything I've read, was basically created for Mercedes Moné. As crazy as that sounds, because the inaugural match was her versus Willow, and she was supposed to win it, but she was hurt in the match, causing them to move to have Willow win it. So this is her finally getting the title that was created for her, and it's gonna suck because it's a big blow to Stephanie Vacour. I hope it's a really good match. I think it'll be a good match, but we know the outcome. Unless there is a big swerve coming, we know the outcome.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be completely out of the realm to get Mercedes out of that TBS bracket and get her into the main women's bracket where she belongs. So now
Fair,
they're saying AEW has just been doing really fucking dumb and not
right?
having Okada, Osprey, and Mercedes in the top billing right off the hop. I honestly think that kind of hurt their um, these guys were supposed to be all three of these were supposed to be needle movers for the AEW. Supposed to, draw in the fans, and that has been clearly obvious not the case. I think had you put them in more of a high profile position right off the hop, you might have got a little bit more out of the push. Obviously now they got Will Ospreay in the main card picture, as they should. Even though I'm not on the complete boat of Okada being a top guy, he is still considered one of the best wrestlers in the history of the
Mm-hmm.
game. What he did for New Japan is unparalleled to what anybody else has probably done for New Japan. It really put them on the map with into the mainstream with less, not so much casual fans, but wrestling fans that didn't know about New Japan pre, you know, AJ Styles, Okada, all that stuff. But Okada was there before AJ Styles and Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
Okada's Okada's New Japan. But nonetheless, after that little rambling of pretty much nothingness,
No, it's not nothingness. You were just, I get it, stating your point. Um, yeah, Mercedes is going to win. But you know what? I hope you're right when you talk about maybe that they got something in store where it's going to get Mercedes to get into the main title picture where she belongs. It's wishful thinking, I think, is the best way to put that. Correct?
it is.
Wishful thinking.
It is. The build up is her to get her New Japan Strong Women's title that was made for her because she's the best female wrestler in the history of the business. I mean, she's definitely up there.
She is
Um,
up there. She said she was the best ever, and I was like, I don't know about that one. I'm trying to copy and paste into a text document so I can give it to you if you want to do anything interesting for the predictions, just so I have who picked who. Anyway, up next, this is the AEW Women's World Championship. Tony Storm, the champion, defending against the artist. By the way, Mina Shakura is the Artist of Stardom champion as well. Obviously, that title is not on the line, but the AEW Women's World title is on the line. Mariah May will be in the corner of both of them. We will see who do you have in this one.
logistically that actually cannot happen, but nonetheless,
She's just she's just there's two of them. She clones herself.
Tiffany Stratton shows up, stands in the other corner. Um,
Tiffany
that's a
Hatcher.
forbidden door. Um, Tony Storm wins this match, but I think the bigger story here is the Mariah May angle. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tony Storm. I don't know if there's a split of Tony and Mariah here, but
More seeds set.
maybe
More seeds set.
for
More
the
seeds.
eventual evidence, falling out. Um, Everything I've seen from Mina, though, I think this could be Tony's best title defense and match as champion. I'm trying to think which one comes to mind with her. Her match with Diana was okay. Um, I didn't wasn't a fan of the Serena Deeb match until the finish. What was the other one she had um, recently? Thunder Rosa. That was a pretty good match,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, that was a good match.
I think this one may be her best challenge, best match per se. Um, I know I normally lead things, but RK, I want to actually, which one would you like to do first? Which
Okay,
one?
so we spoke about who's gonna get top billing in this card. We all both said that it should be Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. I think that's what they have it set up as, according to this card. If you're to ask me, though, honestly, the match I am excited for, and this is the if I was only to watch one match on this card, which wouldn't be the end of the world in the end. There are actually a lot of good matches on this card. I'm just being a dick, but John Moxley Tetsuya Naito is the match I'm looking for. This is my main event because Moxley's one of my favorite wrestlers currently and probably of all time, really, with what I've seen from his AEW. I didn't really get much chance to see him as Dean Ambrose. The Shield days I was not watching, but I think Moxley's an absolute dog. And Naito, that's hands down my favorite New Japan pro wrestler,
Mhm.
period. This is my main event right here. This is gonna be a great fucking match. I sure hope they do the right thing and put this back on Naito. And get Moxley back to being AEW. I hope that they're able to, work out that contract issue and get him back on the AEW roster. But we'll see what happens. I don't know where I'm going with this, but Naito. I'm taking Naito in this match.
Yeah, it's time to get the title off John. Let John focus on AEW. Um, what are we on? We're after Forbidden Door. We're on the road to All In Wembley Stadium. You kind of need
I don't
your.
think they have a pay per view in between.
I think that the next one is Wembley, and you kind of need your main guy around, not running around with the. Well, even he would be around, but he'd just be with the IWGP title. And what made me I decide with Naito as well was Naito said that apparently in a press conference he said that if he loses, that Moxley can just have his spot in the G1.
Yeah, no, that makes no fucking sense.
So, and I don't see John Moxley being in the G1 and focusing all his energy in that when we are in Wembley Stadium territory. Uh, the final match, the main event, as we both think will be a very interesting one here. Swerve Strickland, the AEW World Champion, taking on the AEW International Champion Will Ospreay. This match is for the AEW World Title. RK, what do you think, and who are you going with here?
Will Ospreay has to be Will Ospreay. Um, I know you're kind of leaning towards the interference angle with the Don Callis family.
Hmm.
In history talks about it, but in the end, the way that Will Ospreay is positioned and the fact that he is pretty undoubtedly the best wrestler in the world right now, you no, you got to put it on Will, uh, and figure it out from there. Omega was the belt collector. He was carrying around 4 belts in AEW. Why Will Ospreay is all, if not more than Kenny Omega, that's an argument and a half, but he deserves to be a belt collector too. I mean, he is Will Ospreay, and if he doesn't win this match, if they do some weird fucking betrayal angle, I won't like it. It needs to be a clean win for Will Ospreay. Show the world that this is your guy.
Hmm.
Um, I don't care if he just came in. He is an AEW roster. He is signed to AEW. Make this your guy. Put the title on him. Keep just make him unbeatable. This is your guy.
Yeah, I got the jersey on. I got the jersey on. I'm going with Swerve Strickland, and
That's the wrong. That's wrong. That's so wrong.
I know it. I'm torn. I just don't. I'm still conflicted right now. As I said that, I think it's gonna be a great match. Ooh, man, I'm sorry, I'm pausing because this is tough. I know I said Swerve already, but I don't know. I really don't know. I just feel like it's still too soon to take the title off of Swerve.
It don't. You can't look. You can't look at it taking off the title off Swerve. You're more or less just putting it on Will Ospreay. Yeah, it, this doesn't hurt Swerve. You're losing to the best wrestler in the world. It's not a downgrade or
Does a
anything.
loss hurt
It's not it's
Osprey?
not it's not like what's that?
Does a loss hurt Osprey?
Yes.
But it
It
helps
doesn't it
Swerve
doesn't it
if
doesn't
he
so
wins.
much it doesn't so much hurt Osprey as it hurts AEW. Will Osprey is your champion.
I'm gonna go Swerve Strickland to retain. No, I'm not. Oh, I can't do it. Will Osprey. It's Will Osprey. I can't. I'm wrestling the demons in my head here now. Here's what I in my head. I Swerve wins because, and you already brought it up, was the Don Callis interference, distraction, whatever. Maybe I agree. I won't think I'd like that. I want this to have an actual decision. I think it'll be a great match. Part of me only says Swerve because what if Will goes for the Tiger Driver and he does hesitate and he gets caught? But then, as I thought that in my head, I go, he's gonna hit Swerve with the Tiger Driver.
You need to
I think he's
push
gonna do
Will
it.
Osprey. You need Will Osprey to be the guy that everybody's chasing.
Yeah,
You
and
need him to be top of your company.
I didn't want this match to happen at Forbidden Door. RK, you know
It should
this.
have been at All In.
Yes, but now we are okay. They have put themselves in a. It's going to be Will Osprey. Will Osprey is going to beat Swerve because the main event at Wembley Stadium needs to have Will Osprey in London. So they put themselves in a situation where, damn, you should have just waited on this one. You should have figured something else out for Swerve. You could have had somebody from New Japan face Swerve. You could have
This
done
is
that.
what AEW. This is what AEW does. You have Mercedes bury Willow for the TBS fucking title. When Willow worked her ass off to get that title, she basically came up from nothing and got that title. I didn't have a fucking clue who Willow was before
Right.
she made that rise. Everyone knows who Mercedes Monet is, Sasha Banks, and he got her coming in and burying Willow for a TBS title, which fuck TBS and fuck their title and fuck AEW for doing that. You should have had fucking Sasha come in right away and feud with Tony Storm. That would have been the bigger fucking deal. And then yeah, Tony's established. Sasha beats fucking Tony. It's not that big of a deal. I hate that they did that to Willow. It was not the right call. Now that being said, Will Ospreay's on a different level from everybody. There's nobody that can touch him. They fucked this up. They should have had this as the all-in match at Wembley, main event. Ospreay's at home. He takes the title there, and it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Now you can't have him lose here because then what do you do with Will Ospreay at All In?
I think they're going to do Ospreay Danielson too.
Exactly.
And maybe Danielson wins, but that I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there. Before we close things down, I'm gonna run through the card one more time just to say who all we had. Starting again with the pre-show, we had the Statlander and Willow Nightingale with their tag team partners match. Both of us went with Chris Statlander. The trios match between the Lucha Brothers and Mystico taking on LIG. I took LIG. RK, you took the Lucha Bros with Mystico. Mariah May versus Soraya. You changed your answer middle of the predictions to Mariah May because of whatever I did to your head. Both of us going with Mariah May. The final pre-show match was the last second announced four-way match. You are going with Roddy and Gabe Kidd, correct? Or
I
are
think
you doing?
I think I
You
pivoted
switched.
halfway through. I
You had
think
a House of
what
Black.
was
You said House of Black, and then I think you're going with.
I did say House of Black because I'm like, what the fuck is this match?
I
And
don't know
then
why.
I'm switching up. Gabe Kidd versus Roderick Strong, or no, versus Roderick Strong. This is going to build to that somehow
And
with
then
the
I'll
Wembley. It's
take.
going to.
I took Kyle O'Reilly and Ishii. I don't know why I'm speaking for you. I'll let you. I'll let you answer here. Your pick for the AEW TNT Championship was.
Oh, that's me now. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was
You were
answering
talking.
for you.
You were
I was
talking for
doing
me,
it.
so I was getting used to it. Uh,
I didn't want to keep talking for you.
TNT
AEW.
Championship. I got
Yep.
Jack Perry.
I also have Jack Perry. Singles match: Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy.
Fuck, Orange Cassidy.
I'm taking Zack Sabre Jr. The Learning Tree: Jericho, Big Bill, Jeff Cobb taking on Samoa Joe, Shibata, and Hook.
Samoa Joe's team.
Me as well. Winner takes all match for the AWTBS champion and the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Mercedes Moné versus Stephanie Vacour.
Sasha Banks.
Both of us taking that. MJF versus Hechicero.
Wow, you are really this guy's Jim Cornette fan, people. Anyways, nonetheless,
Whoa, easy, easy.
MJF. He's a heel.
The Owen Hart Cup first round match between Bryan Danielson and Shingo Takagi.
Brian Danielson, but this match is gonna be fucking good.
Both of us agreeing there. The trios match between the Elites, Kazuchika Okada, Nicholas Jackson, Matthew Jackson versus the Acclaimed with Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I'm taking Hiroshi Tanahashi and the Acclaimed.
Yep. Let me make sure I got that wrote down correctly. The AEW Women's World Championship, Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa.
Tony Storm.
I also am taking Tony Storm. The IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match between Jon Moxley and Tetsuya Naito.
Naito match of the night.
Ooh, I like that stipulation. I was actually going to ask that at the end, but I'm also going to go with Naito. Who you might be right. That could be the match of the night. Maybe. AEW World Championship match: Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay.
I take Will Ospreay.
I reluctantly took Will Ospreay. I think this could also be the match of the night. It's going to be following what you say, maybe the match
It's
of the night.
it's a toss up for me. I mean, obviously, I'm going to lean towards Moxley and Naito just because I am a super fan of both. But it's a toss up of the match of the night is between the ladder match, the Naito Moxley match, and the Ospreay Strickland match. It's really a toss up.
All
I
three of
think
those
those three
matches.
matches are going to be absolutely phenomenal.
Those are our predictions for AEW and New Japan's Forbidden Door pay-per-view event taking place tomorrow. We'll be watching, and we will did we decide how we were going to go about that? Are we going to do instant reaction, or are we just going to wait till the podcast to talk about the reactions? I know we're doing new things now. You're doing really cool shit, so I didn't know if you were thinking when it's a pay per view if you wanted to do an instant reaction and stuff like
We
that.
should do it. We should do an instant reaction
That's
for a
what I
pay
was.
per view.
I
Get it
think
out right away.
I think I was just it just made me go light bulb right there, and it's
Can
only
we?
because you've been doing really cool stuff, so I figure it gives you some fun stuff to make. Can we what?
Yeah. Um. Can we live stream YouTube?
What do you mean? Like a watch along recording?
No,
You
I
mean?
just mean, are we able to just record and stream live? Like
No,
record out? No, that doesn't work on YouTube.
no, you can't do that.
We got to figure out how to do live streams maybe for like the pay per
Watch.
view
What you talking about?
reactions.
Like for watch alongs?
No, like just after the show's over, we live stream our reactions. We'll
Oh,
talk about it. You're
I see
so
what you're saying.
confused right now.
Nope, I got exactly what you're saying. From what we use with StreamYard, yes, we can live stream directly to YouTube. Yes.
There you go. That's what I.
It took I thought you were talking about while like having the Forbidden Door or whatever playing and us
No,
whatever.
Forbidden Door ends. We click go live and
We're
we
like,
talk
boom,
about Forbidden Door.
yes, we can do that. Yep. So we'll do that. We will do that. We will as soon as we get done watching that means we gotta be on time.
We do, but it actually doesn't really matter to me much because Monday's Canada Day, so it's a holiday.
Yeah, we'll see what time we get done at the racetrack. But thank you so much for tuning in to our AEW Forbidden Door predictions. I'm Kurt. That's RK. Any final thoughts before I hit end recording here, RK, for Forbidden Door?
Um, I do love Mercedes Monet. I think she's awesome, but fuck AEW and the angle they did with Willow Nightingale.
All right. Oh, fair enough. RK standing on business for my good friend Willow Nightingale. We hung out on an elevator, and she's a really sweet person, and she deserves the biggest push in the world. I'm Kurt. That's RK. This has been Top Rope Renegades predictions for Forbidden Door. We will talk to you guys tomorrow, right after Forbidden Door.